Hi everyone, welcome back to RAW.FPL. So in this one, it's the Game Week 4 team selection. So first I'll quickly go over how I did in Game Week 3. It could have gone a lot better, but yeah, equally could have gone a lot worse. But I just feel like there's been so many injuries and I've been quite unlucky really to the start, but I think quite a lot of people have as well. The kind of template, if you like, hasn't gone well, so that's sort of helped because I don't think my team is that template really. Obviously a lot of people have got Salah, he blanked. I obviously went Haaland, so yeah, I'll quickly discuss how I did in Game Week 3, and then I'll talk about Game Week 4. There's an international break, so a bit of time just to kind of make these transfers. So I wouldn't rush, I wouldn't panic. You've got plenty of time just to kind of see what happens. So yeah, if you don't like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. So a quick look at Game Week 3 then before we go ahead to Game Week 4, and it was, I think, a dropped from about 2.5 million down to like 3.8 million. So quite a big drop, but it's the start of the season. There's barely any points separating everyone. So I wouldn't be too disheartened if you haven't had the start you wanted, because it's only Game Week 3, and also quite a lot of the kind of key template players haven't been doing particularly well. But Sanchez, he got the clean sheet. Obviously, Cole Palmer, he went and got injured within the warm up of last game week. So I brought in Cunha. It was between Cunha, Bruno, and Mbeumo. Obviously, Bruno and Mbeumo go and get 10 points each. Cunha goes off in what was it, the 15th minute or something? Or was it like the 30th? Yeah, 30th minute. And he gets a 1-pointer. So it's just things like this, you can't really plan for that. So it's just so unlucky, I could have gone for Mbeumo could have gone for Bruno. Bruno ends up getting a last minute penalty, which, yeah, lots of people captained him, so that obviously hurt the rank massively. I think in terms of people captain, Bruno was quite popular. Salah was popular the first 2 weeks as well, and Salah went and got 2 returns in the last I think it was 90 plus minutes in both games. So yeah, it's just been one of them, really, really close. But I suppose that is why you have players who stay on the pitch for 90 minutes. Bruno and Salah are both, that's what you're paying that premium for. But yeah, anyway, Sanchez, clean sheet. Gabriel, I mean, that's almost like free kick. Yeah, nothing really you could do about that, I think. So Gabriel loses his clean sheet in the last 5 minutes. And then there's just so many one-pointers. Van der Ven, Williams, Cunha, obviously. And then another blank for Verts, Rodgers and Watkins. I mean, Villa have not even scored a goal yet. So the the double up on attack there has been, pretty poor so far. I'll talk about those two in a bit more detail later. And then, yeah, Verts obviously blanking again. I wouldn't panic too much, I don't think. He did look slightly better that game, and Arsenal are probably the best defence in the league. I'll talk a bit more about Verts, and then Gakpo, yeah, blanking as well. So I've got 2 returns, actually Sanchez and then my captain Haaland. And Haaland did look really good, so I'm glad to have him. So yeah, that was game week 3, down to 3.5 or 3.8 million, I think I am. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be, if you've not had the start that you wanted, I wouldn't be too disheartened, because there's people playing chips. It's only the first 3 weeks, so anything can happen. So yeah, let's take a look at game week 4. Hopefully, it can be a big green arrow. We'll see. So just moving over to FPL.team, then it's just really good for like future planning and stuff like this. So I've actually done the transfer that I'm debating doing here. So I've got Sanchez in goal. That's quite easy. Dubravka plays Liverpool, so I won't be playing him. So Sanchez in goal. Gabriel against Forest. I mean, Forest, it's been strange. Like they've been doing really well in pre-season, and then they've been smashing it, and now they've just lost 3-0 to West Ham. So Gabriel, I'm happy to play him. And then my new transfer in. So I've had Esteve there, but I think I probably will get Munoz in, just because Sunderland at home, and then he's got West Ham away, and then these fixtures here. So Liverpool, Everton, Bournemouth, Arsenal. I can have a play in, which it's never the end of the world to play Munoz. But going forward, I could just play. So here he's got West Ham. I'll obviously play him there. I'll probably play Nico Williams. I could even bench Gabriel, to be honest, against Man City. So I could potentially play Nico Williams there, who's got Burnley. Because that's the thing with Forest as well. They've got a bad fixture now, but then they've got 2 really good fixtures. So I'd probably play that there. Benching Gabriel against Man City away. Gabriel potentially comes back in. And then, yeah, Munoz, he can go on the bench there, Liverpool. So I'll have Williams against Sunderland, Gabriel against Newcastle, Van der Ven there against Wolves. And then game week 7, I don't think it looks too bad either. Van der Ven's got Leeds. I could even bring, I could potentially bench Williams for Munoz there. So yeah, I think it gives me good flexibility, and yeah, just like quite like the look of it. It also gives me a bit of cover for the Sunderland game with Palace, because yeah, right now I've literally got no Palace players. So if you're stuck there and you've got three, let's say you've got 3 Forest players, let's say you don't have many Liverpool players, it is actually quite a good week to free hit, I think, because you can load up on you can have Munoz, you could have Mateta. If Sarr's okay, which we'll have to wait and see, it looks like he might be out, but you could potentially have Sarr if he's not from Palace. So you could load up on Palace players against Sunderland at home, and you can load up on obviously Liverpool players. You've got Burnley away, and yeah, obviously if you do have a load of Forest players, you can just get rid of them for that 1 week, and then the next week they've obviously got Burnley. So that's how the back three is looking: Gabriel, Munoz, Van der Ven. I've then got Cunha. So Cunha, as I say, he got injured, but I think he was walking fine outside of Old Trafford, so he should be okay. I wouldn't make any rash decisions on getting him out. And it's the same with Rodgers and Watkins, to be honest. So if you've held them this long, I know like 3 blanks is just annoying for both of them. Like Villa have not even scored a goal yet, which is pretty mental. But they've got Everton, then Sunderland, then Fulham at home and Burnley at home. So surely, if they can turn it around, surely these are the fixtures to do it. So I think if you've held on to your Aston Villa assets, I just think you might as well hold on for a bit longer. Everton away, not the best fixture, but then the fixtures after are really good. And it's the same with Wirtz, to be honest. Wirtz, he's blanked again in all 3, but he's got Burnley away, and then it's Everton at home and Crystal Palace away. So I think Wirtz, you definitely give him 1 more game week, and then you can potentially offload him there. And Gakpo, I don't think I'll be buying him now, because obviously Isak has signed. Isak signing means that Ekitike probably will get reduced minutes, and he could also go on the left-hand side, so it could potentially decrease the minutes of Gakpo. So I probably won't be buying Gakpo. If you do have Ekitike though, I would play him, because I think he will start game week 4, just because Isak's obviously not up to full match fitness yet. And then Kudus, I do actually think Tottenham is still a good buy. The fixtures are really good: West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, Leeds, and to be honest, yeah, up until about game week 11, 12, 10, 11, something like that, I think the fixtures are really good. So I still think Tottenham are a good buy, both in defence and attack. In terms of Solanke and Richarlison, I'd probably avoid it for now, but there are talks that Solanke could be out for a while, so just something to keep an eye on. And then up top, as I say, Watkins, I will be keeping. Let's just hope he actually scores, because surely these fixtures, if he's going to do it, these fixtures are the time. But I think I like Watkins because he's quite an easy jump off and jump on to Gyökeres, because game week game week 8, 9, Arsenal's fixtures get really good, just as Villa's fixtures start to get bad. So I'll probably get rid of him here, maybe for Spurs, game week 8, and then I can swap him for Gyökeres. So yeah, he'll have Fulham, and then Palace, Burnley, Sunderland. So that's when I'm going to start to probably try and bring some Arsenal players in. And then yeah, Haaland, captain at the moment. He's looked really good. Obviously Manchester derby, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, the obvious thing here is I don't have Salah, and he's going to be really highly captained. So I'm just hoping Wirtz and Gakpo can kind of cover him a little bit. And then on the bench, Mark Gui, however you say his name, I think it's Gui, isn't it? Mark Gui, he's been recalled from Chelsea. Obviously, Delap is injured, and Jackson has gone on loan. So they've recalled Mark Gui, and he's now a Chelsea player. And he's also dropped in price. So I don't actually think he's going to get many minutes. I think once Palmer's back, which he should be back in week 4, I imagine Palmer will play in the 10, and then João Pedro probably plays up front at number 9. And then Gui is just probably, he's just probably there, just in case, really. So he's on the bench. I'm not expecting anything from him. I think it does really help João Pedro, though. So I do really like the look of João Pedro. If you are in need of a striker, I think he's 7.7 mil now. So yeah, I do really like him. And yeah, 7.7 mil now. It's just mental. He's 63% owned now. and every goal he gets obviously is hurting the rank. But I've got kind of bigger problems right now. So I'd really like João Pedro. But yeah, currently as it stands, captain Haaland, I'm going to do Esteve to Munoz just to kind of bolster our defence a bit. Means I've got Munoz for Sunderland at home as well. And then yeah, Watkins, I'm going to keep him for a bit, but let's just hope he scores. So yeah, that's it for this game week. I will be back after the deadline. Obviously, I know it's international break, so I just hold off the transfers for now. But I'm actually going on holiday on Saturday, so I won't be doing a video close to the deadline. But as normal, I will post what I do, and I'll post it in the comments below. So if you did like this one, please do drop a like and hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you for the next game week. So best of luck, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.